it's really interesting when you look at Isaiah, you look at Jeremiah, you look at Ezekiel, you look at the prophets, and they were always proclaiming judgment if people did not turn their lives around. And I think that's really interesting, and we're going to talk more about it later on, but when you talk about in our Christianity today, in Christianity today, it seems like it's more about what's in it for me. What am I going to get out of this more than it is about God? And you've heard us say many, many times that your relationship about Jesus Christ is not about you. It's all about Him. And when you focus your eyes and your attention on Him, then yes, indeed, He is going to bless you. But I think that so much of the time it's like there's a prosperity preaching that's going out. God's going to meet your needs. God's going to bless you. God's going to do this for you. He's going to do that for you. And there isn't a stark warning that goes out to the world that there is judgment incoming. These old-time prophets were proclaiming that judgment was coming if you do not turn your hearts and your lives to the Lord Jesus. But it doesn't seem like that really affects people as much as it used to at one time. I think that most, when you talked about the old fire and brimstone preachers, people, I remember Wycliffe, I think he was one of old-time preacher, and he'd be preaching at a church, and it'd be lightning and he'd be thundering. It would be thundering outside, and he would use that, to speak to the people. The Lord is speaking to you today. You need to turn your heart around. It was either turn or burn, But we don't hear much about that anymore. It's about, Jesus is going to meet your needs. He's the way maker. And all of those things are very, very true. But at the same time, we need to look at the stark reality that we serve a holy and righteous God, and He's called us to a life of holiness as well. The temperance movement of the old days would not get much movement today because people don't want to hear it. They don't want to listen to it. But really, the Lord is calling us to live a temperate life, a holy life, a righteous life before Him, and we are all called to that, whether we're living it or not. And it's a challenge in our society that we live in today.